Glad to have you with us from Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium in Greenville, North Carolina. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the ECU Pirates. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Mountaineers will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. This time it's complete. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. In the red area, it's Gray. Breaks the tackle. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Pirates have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to bully their way in. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Appalachian State's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
They give it back to him. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Lewis. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Turns into the pile. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Makes the quick grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Pirates want to move quickly. Running inside. It's Allen. He's stopped. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Bunch formation for these receivers. Sells the run, wants to pass. Still looking to his right. He'll get rid of it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's got the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the 2nd drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking downfield, it's Singleton. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of this drive. Under pressure. And it's a sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Swarmed under, 5-yard loss on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead he gives up the big safety.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Singleton. Left side, it's Villa. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires quickly. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to go.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, looking for a man. Right side, it's Villa. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient and fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Going to the run, it's Roberts. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Guys, it's Appalachian State holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Snapped on fourth down. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Snags it over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Road.
Guys, down on the Appalachian sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly will see what kind of problems that might cause. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to throw, it's Singleton. Makes the grab. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Powers inside. Across the 45. Running free. Inside the touchdown, Appalachian State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Hey guys, down on the ECU sidelines, one of the storylines that I am keeping track of right now is how is the running back performing? Coming off that loss last week, he really got banged up. And guys, I think it could impact his ball security, how he's cutting and moving on the field. I've got my...
Makes a grab and room to run. The 30, past the 20. Touchdown, East Carolina. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Singleton. They're all over him. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He'll keep it on the sneak. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Snap wants to throw to start this drive. Reels it in. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And so far early in this game, and you got to be impressed with this defense and the physicality and then stopping the run. You could tell it's a priority for this defense. They're up there. They're close to the line of scrimmage. The ground game right now not going, and the defense is dialed in on it.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Kick is in the air. Searching for space. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Straight ahead, it's Roberts. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Singleton. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. You couldn't die. Much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's Hamlin. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Hamlin. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fields the punt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Look out! He'll pull it down and run. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Hits inside. It's Webb. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snagged it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Gets it into the end zone.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown, and here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high, but this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a crease. It's Allen. There he goes. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run, and he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now over to your game inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, I'm here on the Mountaineers sideline. The offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quick give. It's Webb.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Sets his feet. It's Singleton. They're working that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Got some green grass. Finding some room. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. It's Baldwin. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The quarterback sneak. He got it in there, touchdown.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Pirates will get things started here on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. From the gun, it's Allen. Got enough for the first down. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hamlet. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Snags it, and he's open. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Pirates have taken it inside the 20. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sells to fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On the move, it's Allen. A big third down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll ride him again. There's some room. He's at the 30. Inside the slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the East Carolina offense out to start the drive. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
On the RPO, got him. He's dropped. And the Pirates headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Here comes the heat. Buried before he can blink.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Singleton. Left side, it's James. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Mountaineers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Some misdirection with the counter. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
We've reached the break, and Appalachian State has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The run inside. It's Lewis. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Looking to throw at Singleton. Fires quickly. Looking for the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Trying to pound it in. Swamped immediately.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. The hand to the running back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Quickly complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Williams. Got his man. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Third down from the gun, Williams. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Man.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. This offense has it with really good field position. Follows his blocks. It's Lewis. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. It's Singleton. Finds his target. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
East Carolina, 13.
He'll bring it out. And he coughs it up inside the 20. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there.
Touchdown, App State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
East Carolina, 13.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On the run, it's Gray. Runs through a tackle. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Williams looking to the big tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number.
He's got it! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Williams looking for a man. Between the hashes, it's Gray. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's Williams to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. 4th down, Williams. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Long way to go on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.